Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to have a little bit of a chat regarding of The Last of Us Part 2 and the additional trophies that very recently have popped up and available for all of us, the trophy hunters, or just simply people like to have a bit of a challenge for themselves, or maybe, getting like 100% achievement completion of basically of The Last of Us Part 2 for that game. So basically there has been an additional 2 extra trophies that now you can gain for yourself. They are very tough, and especially one of them. But yes, let's just, as you can see here, I already have a platinum trophy on The Last of Us Part 2. But there is additional 2 trophies, like I said. One named Dig 2 Graves, the other You Can't Stop This. Dig 2 Graves is pretty much completing the story on a grounded difficulty. And now You Can't Stop This, the trophy is basically completing the story with any of the permadeath setting. Basically what this means that you cannot die, not even once. If you do, pretty much you erase this to save file and you have to start from the very beginning. Well, not necessarily erase this to save file, but you just won't be able to receive this trophy. So, of course there is a lot of ways to cheat and cheese this a little bit. Basically, save points and then you put it on your just make a manual save, then put it on your memory stick and stuff like that. Of course, if it's available to do that. Personally, for me, I have already gotten a platinum trophy for this game, and 95% with completion. I don't really care about 100% completions. What I do care about is the platinum trophy. But yet, for me to come back and play this game again on a much tougher difficulty, I think I need even a bigger reason than this. I don't care about these 2 trophies. One of them is just a silver, the other is a bronze. Like, why the hell did you not give us a golden trophy? These 2 trophies should be golden trophies, for real. Like, bronze trophy, really? Bronze trophy for completing without dying, basically. Well, what that means, what that means. Anyway, that's just ridiculous. I'm not gonna be doing this, of course. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting to find out. If a lot of people are gonna go for it. I'm just very glad the way Sony is now actually putting out all their games without having any of the trophies concentrated for the difficulties. In some ways, I kind of regret it, because I feel like you want to have a little bit of a challenge in the games, and especially when you have a carrot dangling at the end of the stick, and so you kind of want to achieve you have a gain, you have a reward at the end of the road for you to get, and so that kind of gives you a bit of an incentive of actually playing the game and gaining something. Now, don't get me wrong, for the first time you're just playing it for the experience, because it's a brand new thing, you've been expecting it, you've been anticipating it for so long, not necessarily for a trophy though. But a lot of other people, mind you, they're not necessarily playing to experience the game, but instead they're going for the platinum trophies or just in trophies in general. And yet there are even third-person groups of people, for example, just doing both or none. That's basically, there's a lot of varieties of ways to go about this. Tell me down in the comments, are you gonna go for these last 2 trophies? Well, they're not necessarily last. Extra, I should perhaps rephrase that. So yes, are you gonna go for these extra trophies? Personally, for me, no. No. Because let me tell you, The Last of Us Part 2 is a freaking fantastic game. It bloody is incredible. Like, I give a very high score rating. It definitely deserves it. Fuck the haters if they think it's a bad game. They're just retarded, that's for sure. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get some hate in this video just from saying all this, but I don't care. So basically, yes, like I said, these 2 last trophies don't really merit of a incentive for me, at least, to come back and play the game, a whole game, mind you, all over again, and actually getting these last 2 trophies. No, I already have my platinum in the bag. I didn't. The game isn't exactly very friendly as a second playthrough. Does that make sense? Like, I would not want to replay a whole damn thing up to 30 hours of experiencing a very dark story that I personally didn't like. I gave it a lower score rating because mainly the story. Everything else was fantastic. But yet, that's the reason I don't want to come back and replay it, and on top of that, much higher difficulty, a lot more stress, a lot more challenging. Don't get me wrong, I like stress and challenging games. Well, I don't like stress, that's obvious. What I'm talking about, like, I love Dark Souls types of experience of video games. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and many more of the varieties like Surge 2, Neo, and stuff like that. I love those sort of games. I already got all those platinums that I've just mentioned. And yet, this I don't know why, because of the story mainly, or maybe because it's so long, I would not want to come back and play it. But you know, it's a funny thing, because I have enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima much more than The Last of Us Part 2. I would, please, Sucker Punch, please give us, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3 extra trophies, or however many that they want to give, for the difficulties that we have to play through the game again, and getting those trophies. Because I think I would replay the game, but I would not play it on my PlayStation 4 Pro. I'll wait for the PlayStation 5 to replay it on that console, so I could get those rest of the trophies. But you know what would be even better for me, at least? If we actually could get a completely separate list of PlayStation 5 trophies for the same games that we have already played. As an example, Ghost of Tsushima, by the way, I'm not saying to actually bring in completely different and new trophies for the PlayStation 5 version of the game, or the Ghost of Tsushima, you know, just giving you an example. No, I'm saying you can keep the exact same trophies, but let us earn them again, because you're playing it on a different platform, the PlayStation 5. And so basically they did the same thing. On top of my mind at the moment coming up, it's like Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Grand Theft Auto 5 firstly came out on PlayStation 3. It has different sections of the PlayStation 3 trophies. They're not different, but it is for a different platform, PlayStation 3, like I said. But then Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on the PlayStation 4. Now that trophy list is different yet once again, and you have to re-earn all those trophies again, but it still counts towards your stats. That's what I want for the Ghost of Tsushima. Hell, I want every game like this, because we already know the majority of the PlayStation 4 games will be available on a PlayStation 5, and that's going to be awesome. I'm definitely going to be playing, or let me rephrase that, replaying a lot of the games because of the 60 FPS. If the games do not support 60 FPS, well, that gives me even less incentive to actually come and play those sort of the games. Like Bloodborne as an example, Dark Souls 3. I want to replay these bigger games too on my PlayStation 5 and re-earn all of the trophies and let them count towards my stats on the progression for the trophies. Yes, I'm a trophy hunter. Yes, I love my platinums. Yes, I love my trophies. I feel like an addiction is a little bit a part of me about this, maybe a little bit of a problem actually. But yeah, it's so much fun. It's mainly because if I don't really think I particularly like the game, I could still go for a platinum trophy, even though I just kind of, it's a good game. I don't think I could go for a platinum trophy, and some odd reason I still do it. For example, Greedfall. I just recently received a platinum trophy for that, very recently, like as the commentary, during this commentary I actually received it like an hour ago, for real. And it's my 70th platinum trophy, and I mean, the game is good, it's brilliant, but you know, very tough and challenging some of the parts, especially if you're playing on the highest difficulty and you have to, and different varieties, so you have to do a lot of save points, manual savings with the memory stick and stuff like that. Well, not necessarily with memory stick, but you still have to save point, you know, you need to know where to do it. You know, you have to kind of bypass these things so you don't replay the game multiple times, because you really don't want to do that. And it took me a while, it took me like 5, 6, 7 days or something like that, a week. That's actually considered to be quick in terms of that sort of the game, because like the game is quite long, and especially even longer when you're going for a platinum trophy. Every game is like that, and that depends, of course. You know, if we you know what, since I'm talking about the trophies and platinums and stuff like this, and the extra additional trophies for the PlayStation 5, different list, well, same trophies but in a different list for the PlayStation 5 specifically, that you could play in PlayStation 4 games. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. And yeah, I hope that actually makes more sense, and you know, hopefully maybe you could be on board with my, you know, suggestion or not. That's up to you, of course. I really hope they do this, because like this is only gives a lot of other people incentive of actually even picking up the game once again, like a PlayStation 4 game, mind you, and replaying it though on a PlayStation 5, because we already, like I said, we already know that you can indeed replay the PlayStation 4 games, well, some of them or majority of them, on your PlayStation 5 console, and that's awesome. We already know more or less that the PlayStation 5 and, well, in general, the next gen consoles will be coming out in November this year, presumably November, maybe the earliest will be October. kind of doubted at this point because it's been so long since we still do not have any clue regarding when the the release date and the announcement for that and the price point will be happening for both of the consoles. It's ridiculous. It's already August. Come on, it's mid-August at this point. Man, oh man. Anyway, guys, I don't know. That's just my theory, a little bit of my speculation, a little bit of my recommendation, stuff like that. But yeah, tell me down in the comments what do you think, and yeah, I would love to hear it, love to read it, I should actually say. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.